Shalom, shalom, all praise, all honor, and all the glory go to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and safety to the hopefully let, all the sincere brothers, sincere sisters, sincere righteous Israelites, man. Those who was predestinated, man, because that's ultimately who this for, man. All right, the Bible tells you it's those who was chosen from the foundation, man. This not for all nations, man. All right, this ain't even for all Israelites, man. All right, this ain't even for all Israelites, man. If you a Israelite by blood and you don't follow Yahweh Shai in the spirit and in truth, this ain't for you, man. All right, this not for you, man. This is for those who follow the Lamb whatsoever they go. All right, consider the real Christians. The real Christians are the Israelites that follow Yahweh Shai. But with that said, man, Yahweh, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the majority of people refer to as God, man. All right, that's not the Heavenly Father's name. All right, the Bible in the book of Exodus, the Lord gave his name to Moses to give to the children of Israel, not to give to all the nations, man. He didn't say this is my name, this is my name to all the nations. No, he said this is my name to the Israelites. All right, and this is my name today and forever, man. All right, and Yahweh Shai, the honorable Yahweh Shai, man, who the world referred to as Jesus, man. That's not the Lord's name, man. The Lord's name not Jesus, man. His name is Yahweh Shai, man, which means he saves, he delivers. All right, meaning he saves, he delivers. And with that said, man, we're gonna jump into it, man. We're gonna get a few precepts. Lord willing, bring out some edification for those who was predestinated. Dealing with you got it, that Numbers 1.
Verse 1.
Numbers 1 and start at verse 1.
Okay, this is Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers.
By the house of their fathers, man. Okay? So your nationality is determined by the seed of your father, man. All right? Read on.
By the house of their fathers, with the number of their names by every male of their by their posts, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war.
All that what?
All that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies.
All right, so this is talk about wartime, man. Okay? And for those who don't know, we are in a war, man. This is a war, man. We are at war. All right? And the other nations, starting with the so-called white man, he's the adversary, man. All right? That's who we at war against, man. All right? Carnally, but spiritually, we all know, according to Thessalonians, that he come after the workings of Satan. So ultimately, it's Satan, man. All right? Ultimately. All right? Remember, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. So this is not a physical war like we're reading here in Numbers. But the point I want to make, that every male above the age of 20 and up, all right, was required to fight in that war, man, to partake in that war, man. All right, so no different than today. All right, no different than today. We're not at a time of peace, man. All right, we're not in a time of peace, man. All right, we're in captivity, man. Okay, we're in captivity under our enemies. All right, who comes after the workings of Satan, man. Okay, who comes after the workings of Satan. So this is a spiritual war. All right, this is a spiritual war, man. All right, and every male, Israelite male, all right, over the age of 20, they should be fighting in this war, man. All right, let's prove that it's a get Second Corinthians, get chapter 10. I want you to start at verse 3. All right, so this is a spiritual war. I'm gonna prove it. The Apostle Paul, all right, he broke it down in Second Corinthians, man, and showed that this is a spiritual war. Okay, start at 3.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Even though we walk after the flesh, we don't war after the flesh. So this is not like a carnal war where we physically on the battlefield fighting physically. All right, but what?
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. This is not a carnal war, man. It's not a physical war. It's a spiritual war, man. All right? It's a spiritual war, okay? Against Satan, man. All right? Satan and his children, man. All right? Which are the Edomites, man? Okay? Which are the so-called white man? Okay? The Bible tells you that, man. All right? The Bible clearly tells you that Esau, the current ruler of this earth, the so-called white man, comes after the workings of Satan, man. All right, let me try to pull that real quick. So this is a spiritual war we fighting, man. So all Israelite men are required to fight in this war, man. So if you're an Israelite, all right, refer to you so-called Negroes out there, all right. If you're an Israelite, you should be fighting in this spiritual war, man. Let's see. Let's get let me see. So this is Second Thessalonians chapter 2. So this is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, and I read verse 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, man. Whose coming is after the workings of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. All right. So the him is referring to the Edomites, man. All right. And also if you read John, the book of John, let's get that, chapter 8 and verse 44. It says, ye are of your father the devil. So this is Yahushua. This is the red letter. And this is Yahushua speaking to Israelites, man. Telling that they are of their father the devil. Who is the devil? Let's look it up. Let's see who the devil is, man. It says, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. Who accused you niggas?
deceiver.
All right. The deceiver. These are all words synonymous with the word devil. So it says false accuser. It says the second definition, which is the right definition. It says metaphorically applied to a man who by opposing the cause of God, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. All right? Or to side with him. So this is Yahushua showing how you Negroes side with the devil. All right? So you can also have Israelites, so-called Negroes, that are devils, man. Let's prove it. Ye are of your father the devil. Ye are of your father the devil. And the lust of your father ye will do. That's all you sellout niggas, man. All right? That's all you sellout niggas. The lust of your father ye will do. What that is saying in layman terms, all right, is the lust of the so-called white man. Okay? The agenda of the so-called white man, ye niggas do. He used you jakes, you Israelites, all right, to push his agenda on other jakes, man. Okay? For an example, rap music, man, that's used as a weapon. That's used as a weapon, All right, a spiritual weapon by the so-called white man against you so-called Negroes, man. All right, so therefore you fulfilling the lust of your father, the devil. You doing the so-called white man job, man, of trying to destroy Israelites, man. So it says, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth. And abide not in the truth. And I haven't met a so-called white man or Edomite that abide in the truth. You can search the internet concerning the Bible, man. Concerning the Bible, man. All right? The so-called white man wasn't given the love of the truth, man. So he said he abide not in the truth because there is no truth in him. So for all you Negroes that listen to the so-called white man, the Bible telling you that there's no truth in him. All right? Concerning God. All right? And remember, a broken clock is right twice a day. So if you catch the so-called white man saying something right, that's not because the truth is in him. The Bible already say the truth is not in him. All right? Like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day, man.
He's just playing on you.
Okay? So he says, because there is no truth, not some truth, not a little bit of truth. There is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar. All right, this is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Christ, Jesus Christ, telling you that the so-called white man is a liar. Why? Because he comes after the workings of Satan, man. With all lies, right? That's what we read, right? With all lies, deceivableness, all right? Let's keep reading. When he speaketh of a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And the father of it. So now when you go back to that Thessalonians, it says, even him, that's the devil, man. All right, that's the devil that we just read about, that the Habashah was speaking on, man. It says, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. He's the father of lies, man. All right, so this is what we're fighting against, man. All right, this is what we're fighting against, man. That's the war that's taking place right now, man. All right, the so-called white man is the physical counterpart to Satan, man. Just like you Israelites supposed to be the physical counterpart to the Most High. Okay, read the rest of that.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, start at verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh and to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the pulling down of strongholds, those lies. That's what the strongholds is, man. All right? That's what we at war against, man. Okay? The so-called white man and his lies, man. All right, because his lies going to lead to your destruction, man. Okay, is some on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, verse 5, but
read
the point.
Oh, that's the point. Read down to 6.
Okay, verse 5, casting down imaginations.
Casting down imaginations, man, with this truth. All right, because that's the weapons of war. All right, remember the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. That's the proof we at war. The Apostle Paul, when he was on the scene, Israel wasn't at wasn't in a physical war. All right, so he's talking about this spiritual war, man. Okay, and this spiritual war, we have to cast down the strongholds, meaning the lies, man. All right, of the so-called white man. All right, go ahead.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
Like the so-called white man's science. He exalt his science over the knowledge that's coming out the Bible, man. He say the Bible is outdated. All right, it don't apply to today's society, man. All right, so he exalt his knowledge, his science, his wisdom over the Most High, man. All right, so that's our job as Israelite men, okay, to cast down the so-called white man lies, man. Go ahead.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shah.
That obedience of Yahweh Shah, keeping the commandments, following the land whatsoever you go of, keeping the word, man. Okay, that's how you be obedient to Yahweh Shah, man. All right, by doing thus saith the Lord, man, fulfilling the law of Yahweh Shah, Galatians 6:2. All right, it's boy.
Verse 6.
Read what you got.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience.
Have a readiness. See, you supposed to be ready, man. All right. You don't have to get ready because you already ready. You already ready, man. All right. Have a readiness to do what?
A readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. That's it on that. Right.
All right. Well, get that First Timothy's. Get that First Timothy's chapter 1. 1 Timothy chapter 1 and read verse 18. So, all right, that's the proof right there that this is a spiritual war, man. All right, a lot of you niggas at ease, man. Remember it says this is not your rest, man. All right, this is not your rest, man. All right, this is captivity, man. We're prisoners. We're prisoners in America, man. All right. And through Esau confusion, the so-called white man confusion, all right, his lies and deception, okay, that's what he's using to destroy you, man, in these days and times, man. All right, that's what he's using to destroy you in these days and times. The public school system is used as a weapon of war against the Israelites, man. All right, modern day. Religions, all the religions of this world, man, is used as a weapon of war against you Israelites, man. All right, Esau entertainment, all right, is used as a weapon of war against Israelites, man. All right, it tells you in Isaiah 40:47 that he has a multitude of sorceries, man. Let me read that one. It tells you in the book of Isaiah, chapter 47. So this is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 47. Let's read verse. Let's see. Verse 9. So this is Isaiah 47 and 9. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in one moment. Talk about you Edomites, man. All right? In one moment. And in one day, the loss of children. The loss of children. Now, this is the second coming, man. All right? This is when Yahweh shall return, man. All right? He says, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. All right, and when Esau think he's doing everything right, man, it tells you in Job when he's about to fill his belly, then suddenly, man, all right, Yahweh Shai gonna appear, man. So it says they shall come upon thee, the loss of children and widowhood, in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments, man. All right. So when you look up the word sorceries, man, it says witchcraft, man. All right. What you think Esau entertainment, Hollywood, these celebrities, what you think they use to do? Push witchcraft, man. All right. So they have a multitude of sorceries, man. I just named a few. Okay. But they have a multitude of sorceries. All right. To destroy you. All right, this is they weapons of war. All right, chemical warfare, biological warfare. All right, spiritual warfare. All right, against the Israelites, man. So what you holding at Timothy's?
Chapter 1, verse 18.
Read that.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 18. This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies.
And for the record, Timothy was an Israelite, man. Okay, you got clowns out there saying that Timothy was a heathen. How Timothy a heathen if you're a part of the church? The word church, when you look up the word church, it said assembly of Israelites. Timothy was part of the church, man. So how was he a heathen, man? Read that from the top.
1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 18. This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mightest war a good warfare.
Might as what?
Mightest war a good warfare.
So that's the proof that we at war. Timothy wasn't in no physical war. Israel wasn't in a physical war at this time. So what is Timothy talking about? He's talking about that same spiritual war that the Apostle Paul was talking about, man. That you carnal people can't see, man. All right, you think you in your kingdom, man. You think a lot of you niggas think y'all in heaven, man. All right, a lot of you niggas think y'all in heaven, man, and that's a problem, man. All right, because you're blinded, you're blinded by Esau and all his lying wonders, man. Oh, he provided education for us. That's not an education. All right, that's a weapon of destruction, man. Of mass destruction, man. Of generational destruction, man.
Social engineering.
Social engineering the minds of the people, man. Teaching them lies, man. All right, so the men of the Lord came, the Lord set the Holy Spirit down and gave it to select men, elect men on this earth today to bring down those strongholds, man. All right, remember this word is known as a two-edged sword, man. As a literal weapon, man. That's the way the Apostle Paul described it, man. All right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. What is he referring to? This truth, man. That's the weapon of our warfare, man. All right, is more on that?
Verse 19.
What it say?
Holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away.
See, that's some. The majority of Israel have put away. All right, because they're blinded by the so-called white man. All right, his monetary system. All right, they blinded by his education system, by sports. All right, they keep you they call it bread and circus, man.
Rap music.
Rap music. All right. What's coming up? The next holiday, 4th of July.
Jordans.
All right, Jordans. All right.
iPhone.
Politics.
iPhone.
It's a lot of Jakes wrapped up in politics. They divide you as a nation using politics.
Food.
Democrat, Republican. Okay? So these are all tools to use to destroy you Israelites, man. Abortion. All right? I already mentioned religion. All right? Religion. That's one of the biggest weapons they use to destroy you Jakes, man. They divide you using religion, man. When the Bible is not a religious book, man. All right? It's law, statutes, and commandments, man. It's the historical records of a literal people, man. But the so-called white man take it and make it into religion. Okay? And here come you Israelites. You so-called you Negroes. Oh, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm a Jehovah Witness. All right? Following the so-called white man when all those religions that you Negroes are part of was started by the so-called white man. By Edomites. The liar who Yahweh Shai described as not having the truth in him, man. When the Bible is a book of truth, all right? So why would the liar, the father of lies, okay, have the book of truth in their hand, man? All right? So that's the point on that?
Yeah, that's it right there.
All right.
What's the numbers?
No, let's get this. Go to Second Timothy, get chapter 4, and read verse 7. All right, just proving to you people that we are in a spiritual war, man. All right, but you niggas is comfortable in hell, man. Cause this is hell, man. All right, this is hell. Hell is a condition, man. All right, hell is a condition. All right, you do have a spiritual hell. All right, after you pass it where your spirit go, but in a carnal sense, this is hell, man. Okay, this is hell, man. Read what you got. And you niggas is comfortable in hell, man. And that's why the Lord gonna come destroy you, man. Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7.
Yeah.
I have fought a good fight.
He did what?
I have fought a good fight.
All right, so we in a literal fight, man. Okay, this is the Apostle Paul here say he fought a good fight, man. Okay, go ahead.
I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
I have kept the faith, man. All right, I have kept the faith. All right, that's one of the weapons. That's the main weapon, man. Okay, that you need to win this war, man. Faith in who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. All right, not faith in the so-called white man education, not faith in the so-called white man money. All right, not faith in that, man. That's carnal, man. Okay, we talking about faith in who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, that's what's required, man. All right, to be a soldier. All right, to be a soldier. In Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai army, man. Okay, that's what's required, man. Let me find something. Is there any more on that?
No, that's.
Read it again.
Okay. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness.
A what?
Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness with the Lord Yahweh, the righteous judge.
A crown of righteousness, man. Okay? A crown of righteousness. That's what's laid up for us if we can overcome, man. All right? And how do you overcome? Faith in Yahweh Shai. Through the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. That's how you overcome. Overcome what? The lies, deception of the so-called white man. You have to overcome that, man. You have to overcome that, man. Let me see. I'm trying to find something. Let's see. So that's the point on that. Get that Revelations 5 and 10. Show you what that crown of righteousness is talking about.
It's Revelation chapter 5, verse 10. And had made us unto our God, Yahweh, kings and priests.
Made us what?
Kings and priests.
Kings and priests, man. Okay. That's the reward, man. That's what the Apostle Paul was talking about. That's that crown of righteousness. A crown is synonymous with kingship, man. The righteousness is synonymous with being a priest, right? So that's the crown of righteousness. He have made us, all right, kings and priests. Read.
And we shall reign on the earth.
And we shall do what?
And we shall reign on the earth.
And we shall reign on the earth. So we win this spiritual war that we're in. If we overcome, all right, overcome Esau, the father of lies. Okay, that's what we gonna receive. All right, meaning we gonna receive a crown of righteousness, meaning be kings and priests, man, righteous rulers, man. All right, and we shall what? Reign on earth. So that's where the kingdom of heaven is at, man. Despite what the father of lies taught you, all right, using his religion, all right, one of his multitude of sorceries, all right, it told you that heaven All right, the kingdom of heaven is in the sky. Get Revelation 21 and read about verse 14. Read about 14. Let me see it when you get it. Where's that? Hold on. Read 12. All right. So this is the kingdom of heaven right here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What it looked like. Go ahead.
Revelation 21 and 12, and had a great wall. And had a wall great and high.
A wall great and high. Go ahead.
And had 12 gates.
How many gates?
And had 12 gates.
Had 12 gates, man. All right, 12 gates, man. We know what that 12 is symbolic of, man. Go ahead.
And at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
12 gates, man. All right, with the names written on, man. I don't see. Is it a gate with the Edomites on it? You see a Edomite gate, a Hamite gate?
No.
A Moabite gate?
12 tribes.
12 tribes, man. All right? 12 tribes, man. All right? To enter into the kingdom is only 12 gates. So where are the other nations at in that, man? How y'all gonna get into the kingdom, man, if there's no gate with your name on it, man? Okay? So y'all can cut it out, man. All right? Cut it out, man. So that's the point on that, man. And I can't find that scripture I'm looking for. Grab that, stay in 2 Timothy's, but grab 2 Timothy chapter 2 and read verse, let me see. Can't find it. Read verse 3. Start at 3. Read 3 and 4.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh.
Endure what?
Endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh.
A good soldier of Yahweh, man. All right. So the Bible is letting you know that the men of the Lord that's standing on the foundation that the Lord left, that teach this truth, all right, are soldiers, man. Okay? That's in the spiritual war, man. All right? And every Israelite man is required to fight in this war, man. Okay? Just like the Apostle Paul said, he fought the good fight, man. So you required to fight, man. All right? You can't sit on the sideline. All right? We don't need no cheerleaders, man. We need soldiers, man. That's what the Lord needs. Soldiers, not no cheerleaders, man. Okay? Read that from the top again.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh.
Keep going.
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
No man that warreth entangle himself with the what? Affairs of this life, man. So that's the proof that we at war, man. Meaning, a man that's at war, all right, that's in a fight, all right, that's a soldier, all right. He's not worried about this worldly stuff, man. He's not entangled in this worldly stuff, man. All right. He's focused on winning the battle, man. Okay. So we are in the spiritual war, man. All right. We are in the spiritual war, man. A spiritual fight, man. All right. Against Satan and his physical counterpart. Okay. His physical counterpart, which is the so-called white man. I read it for you in John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil. All right. The definition for the word devil is a man who opposes the will of God, the cause of God. And who may they be, man? That's Esau, man. His whole society, man, his whole kingdom is made up to be adverse against what the Bible say, man. Everything that the Bible say, the so-called white man, he's opposed to it, man. The Bible says only 12 gates to enter into the kingdom of heaven. The so-called white man will tell you it's one gate. It's one pearly gate. That's what we was taught in this world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's one pearly gate.
One stairway.
Yeah, it say 12, man, with the names on them, man. With bodyguards, with angels, bodyguards as angels at the gate. So ain't none of you heathens gonna be able to slide in.
That's that mythology shit.
Yeah, that's mythical, mystic mythology, man. Okay, that's all it is, man. Which boils down, the word myth is synonymous with what? Lie. All right, that's why Paul said.
What, antonym, synonym?
A synonym
of lie.
Of
myth.
lie.
Something made up.
Made up, man.
Fiction.
No different than dinosaurs. Fiction. Let's use that. That's fiction, man. That's science fiction.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. All right.
The whole channel. Fiction, science.
Yeah, they got a whole
sci-fi.
genre.
Sci-fi.
All right. A whole genre. Okay. NASA, a government agency, man. All right. That the average person, every American pay taxes.
Yeah.
To support NASA, man, which is made up of a bunch of lies. It's just a way for the so-called white man to. That's just one of his multitude of sorceries. All right, his weapons of war that he used to push his lies, man, his deception, man. So whoever believed this man, if any of your knowledge come from the so-called white man, you believe lies, man, because it just said the truth is not in this man, man. The truth is not in the so-called white man. Period. Point blank. Why? What I read earlier. He comes after the workings of Satan, man. He's the devil, man. All right? He opposed the cause of God, man. All right? And all you niggas that side with him, all right? All you niggas that side with him, you're going to be destroyed right with him, man. And that's the truth, man. That's the truth that your pastor, that this world is not going to teach you, man. All right? So read that again from the top. From verse 3.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier.
As a good soldier of who?
Yahweh Shai.
Of the United States of America.
Yahweh Shai.
Of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, go ahead.
No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
With the affairs of this life, man. Why? Because it's all carnal, man. At the end of the day, all right? At the end of the day, man, when you got to go stand before the Most High, all right? This life is not going to matter. Only thing going to matter is did you serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's all going to matter, man. I don't care how much you had in your bank account.
Yeah.
It don't matter how many women you slept with, how many cars you owned, how much property you own. That's not gonna matter, man.
What type job you had.
What type job you had. None of that's gonna matter, man. Only thing gonna matter is did you
college degree.
Your college degree, all that, man. That's of this world. That's of this life. Okay? But everybody got to die at some point. All right, so you going to see the Most High, whether you believe
graduated college or not,
whether you a billionaire or not. You gonna stand. You going to be judged by who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. That's who you being judged by, man. Okay, that's the judge, the jury, and the executioner, man. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna have 12 jurors, man. All right. 12 people you pick off the street to hear the case, man. No. Yahweh Shai is the jury. The judge and the jury. And the executioner, man. Okay? And the executioner. So that was it on that?
Well, it's a little more. That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
that you may please Yahweh Shai, who have what? Chosen. All right, you can't go and join like you could join the United States military. No, you have to be chosen, man. All right, you have to be chosen to fight in this spiritual war, man. So if you're not a part of this spiritual war, if you're not a part of the Lord's army, that's because you wasn't chosen, man. Okay? So it's an honor and a pleasure, man. All right? To be part of what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai got, man. To be part of his army, man. All right? It's an honor and a pleasure, man. All right? So read that verse 4 again.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
And please him that chosen him to be a soldier, man. All right?
And if a man also strive for ministries, yet he is not crowned.
Do that say mastery?
Masteries.
Okay.
Yet is he not crowned except his strive lawfully.
All right, so that crown, there go that crown again, man. All right, I know it's hard to believe. You niggas ain't gonna never be the king of nothing. All right?
Yeah.
You niggas not gonna be no kings and priests. You niggas not gonna reign and rule the earth, man. All right? Because you lack faith, man. Okay? That's the key ingredient, man. Okay? Faith, it says, our evidence that this is going to happen is our faith. All right? Is our faith, man. Let me try to find that. It is our faith, but the average Negro lack faith, man. Okay, get that Ephesians 6 and 11. The average Jake lack faith, man. All right, they got more faith in America, man. They got more faith in Donald Trump. All right, they got more faith in the United States government, man, than they have in the Lord, man. All right, they just think this is an outdated book of mythical fairy tales, man, of stories, man, that don't relate to our life today. It don't relate to our life today, man. Okay, that was thousands of years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with our lives today. It got everything to do with our lives today. This is a book of prophecies, man. All right, he's prophesying about future events, man. Okay, those kings and priests. All right, that's a prophecy prophesying about the righteous men. All right, that stand on this truth in these days and times. That's their reward that they gonna receive for being obedient, for having faith in who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, man. All right, but a carnal minded person, they wouldn't be able to receive that, man. So read what you got. Start at verse 11.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
Put on what?
Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
Put on the whole armor, man. All right? The armor is symbolic of this truth, man. Like I say, we're not in a carnal, physical, a carnal war, man. So in a carnal war, of course, you put on your armor, man. All right? In this spiritual war, that armor is this truth, man. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. Okay? Who's the devil in this context, man? All right? Who's the devil in this context? Remember, everything starts up top and flow down. All right? Starts with Satan, man. The spiritual demon Satan. That's why it tells you we wrestle not with the flesh and blood. All right? But with principalities. All right? Who's the physical counterpart? All right? The physical, just like Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai got a physical counterpart on earth, which is his elect. That's a physical counterpart from the spirit world all the way down to this carnal world. The Most High got a physical counterpart on earth. So it's no different. Satan got a physical counterpart on earth. And his name is the Edomites, man. All right? They have many titles, but their name is the Edomites, man. Okay? That's the physical counterpart to Satan on earth, man. Let's prove it. Let's prove it, man. Let me see if I can grab it. I can't grab it. Get Hebrews 12 and 16. Let's prove that the Edomite, well, better yet, get Malachi. The book of Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 1. And start at the top.
Okay.
Let's prove that the Edomites, the so-called white man, is the physical counterpart to Satan on earth. Go ahead.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Call them. So he's referring, that's plural, man. All right. He shall call them the border of wickedness. Go ahead.
And the people against whom the
Not
Lord...
did he say the person or people?
The people.
The people. So let's talk about all you so-called white people, man. All right? You talking about all you so-called white people. It says the people. Go ahead.
Against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Who the Lord got indignation with forever, man. All right? So that's the proof right there, man. Now get to Hebrews 12 and 16. That's the proof right there, man. Okay? So this is what the so-called white man been hiding from, man. That's why he use all these different titles. And you got the so-called white man walking around and niggas co-signing this madness, talking about the so-called white man is not the Edomites. He's Japhet. He's not the Edomites. All right? When he fit every prophecy concerning the Edomites, man. Oh, the Edomites done away with. These are all tactics. These are all lies, all right, that's used so the so-called white man can hide from who the Bible say he is, man. All right, read what you got.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16.
Yeah.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
As Esau, man. Profane fornicator, man. Go ahead.
Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Sold his birthright. The same thing that you Negroes are doing today. What you think, when you sell your soul to the so-called white man, all right, for what? A morsel of meat, man. All right? For a morsel of meat. That's what you're doing. You selling your birthright because the average Negro don't care to be the Israelites. They'll fight you tooth and nail, man. We not no Israelites. All right? We the indigenous people. We the Moors. We the this, we the that. They the Jews, man. They can be the Jews, okay? They can be the Israelites, man. Okay? So that's an example of what you niggas doing today, man. The same thing Esau did, sold his birthright. Because that's a birthright. All right? If you was born an Israelite, if you an Israelite man or woman, you have a birthright, man. All right? Which is the shit, we gonna get the birthright. Finish that off.
Verse 17, for ye know how that afterward, when he will have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
He was what?
He was rejected.
He was rejected, man. So the so-called white man is rejected by God, man. Get the Romans 9 and start at verse 3. We're going to show you what your birthright consists of, man. All right, because if you're an Israelite, you have a birthright, man. All right, you have a birthright, man. That's you required to fight in this war, in this spiritual war. That's part of your birthright, man. Your requirement is being an Israelite. But these are the birthrights. Romans 9 and start at 3.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 3.
Yep.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahushua for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
For Israelites, right? Because Paul was Israelite. For my brother, my kinsman, according to the flesh. So we talk about the Israelites. Now let's see what the birthright is. Go ahead.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption.
The adoption back to the Most High, because we fell away. Go ahead. That's one of your birthright. If you follow Yahushua, come up under this new covenant and follow Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
And the glory.
The what?
And the glory.
And the glory. That's a birthright, man. Go ahead.
And the covenants.
And the what?
And the covenants.
And the covenants, man. Not just the old covenant, but the new covenant. These are birthrights, man. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law.
And the what?
And the giving of the law.
And not just the Mosaic law, brothers. All right, Galatians 6 and 2. All right, Yahushua has a law. That's why he say, keep my commandments. All right, go ahead.
And the service of Yahweh.
And the what?
And the service of Yahweh.
These are all birthrights of the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And the promises.
And the what?
And the promises.
And the promises, man. All right, so these are birthrights, man. All right, that you just give away to the so-called white man. You give him the glory of God, the service of God, the promises. Oh, y'all can have that. I just want to be hotel. I want to just wear this unk around my neck, man. All right? I want to worship idols, man. All right? But you give all that to the so-called white man. All right? You sold your birthright for a morsel of meat, man. Especially you well off jakes, man. You celebrities and whatnot, athletes and celebrities. All right, it's required that you don't say nothing. You don't speak no truth to power concerning so-called black people, man. All right, but that's the point on that. Go back to that Ephesians 6 and pick up where you ended at. Ephesians 6. So we're going to bring it out, man, and expose the devil, all right? And you children of the devil, man. Okay?
Ephesians chapter 6, start at verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against what?
Against flesh and blood.
Go ahead.
But against principalities.
And Satan is one of those principalities. All right, but Satan has a physical counterpart. I read it. Him that comes after the workings of Satan. Who is the him that come after the workings of Satan? All right, go ahead.
Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
The rulers of darkness of this world, man. And we know that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's in rulership, man? All right. Read that part again.
Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
The rulers of darkness of this world, man. That's all your Illuminatis, all right? Your Masons and the Rothschilds, and all right? They the rulers of darkness of this world, man. And what's that world? Let me see. That world there, I didn't look it up, but most likely is ointment. Meaning, no, Salakia, eon, meaning a time. All right? They the rulers of darkness of this time. All right? Of this time, of this age. All right? Go ahead.
Rulers of darkness of this world against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh.
The whole armor of Yahweh, man. That's you being a good soldier, man. You taking on the whole armor of Yahweh, man. All right, meaning eating the whole roll, man. Okay, go ahead.
that ye may be able to withstand the evil day in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Keep going.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
So this is the uniform, man. All right, that you should have on, man. All right, you should have on the truth. All right, go ahead. You should have on the whole armor of God, which it starts with this truth. And what else?
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
You need your breastplate if you go into war. All right, you need your breastplate. Go ahead. The breastplate of righteousness. Go ahead.
And your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace.
You're going to need this gospel, man. All right. Yahweh Shai is the Prince of Peace. All right. So you're going to need this good news, man. All right. Spread the good news. Go ahead.
Above all, taking the shield.
Above what?
Above all.
Above all. Go ahead.
Taking the shield of faith.
You need that faith, man. I told you earlier, that's the key ingredient. All right. That's the key ingredient, man. Let's, hold on right quick. Let me see if I can, dealing with faith, man. This is Hebrews. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. All right, so you haven't seen Israel ruling the earth yet, but you gotta have faith, man. All right, and the evidence that this is going to happen is my faith. So if somebody asks you, "Oh, why you believe that it's a God in the sky and he got a host, an army with him, and he gonna come back and deliver y'all from the hands of y'all oppressors?" Why do you believe that, man? Because of this scripture right here. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for. All right, because we hoping that this happened, right? The evidence of things not seen. All right, so that's our evidence that this gonna happen, man. Okay, this is our evidence, our faith, man. So read that part again about faith.
Ephesians 6:16.
Yeah.
Above all, taking the shield of faith.
Above all, taking the shield of faith. Go ahead.
Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Quench all the fiery darts, meaning quench all the lies. Destroy all the lies of the so-called white man. All right, go ahead.
And take the helmet of salvation.
The helmet of what?
Of salvation.
The helmet of salvation. Go ahead.
And the sword of the Spirit.
And the sword of the Spirit. Go ahead.
Which is the word of Yahweh.
Which is what?
Which is the word of Yahweh.
Which is the word of God, man. All right, so that's a warrior spirit. We in the spirit of you got to have a warrior spirit, man. Okay? A warrior spirit. Is it, what verse that was? Read down to 18. That was 18?
Yeah, verse 18.
All right, so that's the point on that.
No, that was verse 17.
Read 18.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
For all the saints, man. That's the name of that army, man. The saints. All right? The saints, man. Okay, that's who we are, man. All right? The soldiers of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, those that's fighting in this war, they're considered the saints, man. All right, let's prove it. Let's get Revelation 19 and 10. Or, yeah, let me see. No, yeah, that's it. 19 and 10. Let's prove that the saints, that's the army, man. All right, that's who they describe in the saints. Let's prove it further. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell.
Start at 9.
Verse 9.
Yep.
And he said unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb.
Blessed are the saints, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh.
Yep.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
Yep.
I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy.
That's not the right one I wanted. I wanted get 13 and 9. Revelation 13 and 9. Dealing with the saints. Let me see. 13:9. Yeah, that's what I want right there. Revelation 13:9.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So if you got spiritual ears, because everybody got carnal ears, all right? All right? We spiritual men, man. All right? We speaking through you through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So the spiritual ears, go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Patience and the faith of the saints, man. So the saints got faith, man. All right? That's our evidence that the so-called white man is going down, man. He's going in captivity, man. All right? And that sword right there is not talking about the spiritual sword. Ephesians was talking about the spiritual sword. This is a physical sword, man. All right? He must be physically killed with the sword, man. All right? Remember he said, I'm going to send, it says that he's going to send his hunters, man. First he's going to send fishermen. All right? That's what we doing now. We fishing. But then he's going to send the hunters, man. Physically. All right? Physically. We spiritually fishing. All right? For the elect. Okay? But physically, we going to hunt you devils down, man. All right? And that's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Okay? Get the Ezekiel. All right? So that's the whole thing of this video, man. Showing you that we're army, man. We soldiers, man. All right? In the Lord's army, man. Okay? Called the saints, man. Okay? That's who we call, man. That's who the Lord refers to, the saints, man. Get the start at verse 10.
Chapter what?
37, Ezekiel 37, and start at 10.
All right. Ezekiel 37 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, and an exceeding great army.
Exceeding what?
An exceeding great army.
All right. Isn't soldiers part of an army? Okay. That's what's happening here. That's the time that we in, man. All right. So we're the men of the Lord, the saints, man. All right. They're part of the Lord's army, man. The great exceeding army, man. Let's prove that that's talking about the Israelites. Go ahead.
Verse 11, then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dry and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts.
So that army is the Israelites, man. The righteous men of Israel, man. That's who that army is describing, man. Okay? That's who that army describing. Now, in Numbers, all right, when we read Numbers chapter 1, all right, it's all men of Israel had to go fight in that war. But in this war, all right, it's just all the elect, man. Okay? All the elect. Not all Israelites, man. Because the majority of Israel, not soldiers of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? They not soldiers of Yahweh Shai. All right? You got more Negroes in the United States armed military than you got called or chosen by Yahweh Shai to be a soldier, man. Okay? I'm quite sure it's more than 144,000 Negro Israelites in the United States Army.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's more Israelites fighting for the so-called white man, fighting for the so-called white man and his agenda. That's why I said in John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He will send your ass overseas to die for something you don't even know what the fuck you dying for, man. Okay?
Robbing people.
To go rob some people, go kill people unjustly. All right? So it's more Israelites in the so-called white man army than
Well, Satan army.
or yeah, and Satan army. You could chalk it up as Satan, because what? Him that comes after the workings of Satan. So if he come after the workings of Satan, and when I read that definition of devil, it says the devil, or he said who act the part of the devil, or who side with him. And you Negroes surely side with the devil over Yahweh Shai. Over this truth, man. You got more niggas to side with the so-called white man and his lies with Satan, all right, than they do this truth, man. All right? So that's basically the point. I'm gonna get one last precept. Get to John 21:16. We'll close on this. All right, get this one last precept, John 21:16, and show you what you're supposed to be doing, man. How to fight, man. All right. Remember, the Lord say, "My yoke is easy." All right. We're not required to do what the so-called white man require you to do. You send your ass way to a foreign land, man. All right, you send your ass way to a foreign land, man. All right, to fight for a cause you don't even understand, man. You don't even know what's going on. All right, the Lord yoke is light, man. This is all he asking you to do, man. John 21:16. If you're a soldier of the Lord, a good soldier, all right, if you in the fight, all right, if you in the fight, this is what you would be doing, man. You got it?
Yeah, I got it right now.
21:16.
John 21:16. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him.
So if you love the Lord, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, Yahweh, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep.
Do what?
Feed my sheep.
Feed the sheep, man. All right, feed the sheep, man. If you're not feeding the sheep, all right, you're not a soldier of Yahweh Hashem. You're not a good soldier of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that's the job, man. Feed the sheep. Well, feed them with what? Let's give them that. Get Jeremiah 3:15 so we can show you what to feed the sheep with, man. All right, don't feed them lies, man. Don't feed them GMOs, man. All right, Jeremiah 3:15. We'll close on this.
It's Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge. And
with what?
Shall feed you with knowledge.
With knowledge. That's coming out the Bible. Go ahead.
And understanding.
So understanding. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increased in the land in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more the art of the covenant.
That's the point on that. Feed you with the knowledge and the understanding, man. All right? So that's what you got to feed the flock with, man. All right? And once again, if you're not feeding the Lord's sheep, all right, you're not a soldier, man. You're not part of the Lord's army, man. Okay? You're not part of the Lord's army. You're more like the 5 virgins, all right, without the oil, man. Okay? That didn't put the oil in their lamps, man. You like the 5 virgins who Yahweh Shai say he never knew, man. All right? So that's the point I want to bring out, man. I hope you brothers is edified with that. Shalom.
Shalom.